Becky, and I am starting out another weekly vlog standing in my messy kitchen. If you guys have followed me for a while and you've been watching my vlogs, you know my kitchen is like, I cannot seem to keep it clean consistently, and it was pretty clean yesterday, but apparently, well, okay, part of the reason why it's so messy is I've been doing a lot of like little miscellaneous projects around the house that have been needing to be done for a while, and I'll show you guys some of those later. I worked on those all week, and so that has been taking up a lot of my time, and we were gone pretty much all day yesterday. My husband was off, and we had lots of returns and things, so the kitchen has kind of been neglected a little bit, which is okay because it's not that hard to get it back in shape. I would rather my kitchen be messy than not have some of those projects done that I've gotten done, and I have gotten a lot done in the last 3 or 4 days. I re-straightened the garage, which had gotten messy over fall and winter. I packed away a lot of my youngest daughter's clothes and toys and donated a bunch of things. I redid the girls' linen closet. I redid the little cabinet at the end of the hallway, which was like a mess. So a lot of those projects were kind of tied in together, especially the garage and the playroom, because there was a lot of stuff that I had put in the playroom that needed to be put in the garage, but I couldn't put it in the garage until I kind of reorganized it and made room for those things. So that doesn't really sound like a lot, but it was a really big job, and the fact that I got all of those things done in the course of maybe 4 days, the fact that my kitchen's a little bit messy, I'm not that worried about. And I do still have a few things, like this is leftover an IKEA organizer that we used to use in the playroom. It's just not working out anymore. It's been in the closet. It's been in our closet. It was in the playroom closet. It's a great organizer, but we just don't need it right now. But I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna keep it. So those are the bins for it. The frame for it is in the living room, and I'll take that apart later. But I figured I would start out this weekly vlog by seeing how much I can get put away and put up in the kitchen while I'm waiting for my mom to come. It's 11:33. She's coming up today to go out to lunch with us and run a few errands. So I've got, should be just enough time to at least get the dishes in the dishwasher. There's dishes here, there's dishes over there. So maybe I can get the dishwasher loaded. I don't know, we'll just see what else I can get done. But I wanted to welcome you guys to another week in my life. If you like weekly vlogs, make sure you give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already. I do weekly vlogs, I do organizing videos, home decor videos, homeschooling videos, tons of variety on my channel. And if you guys have been watching my previous vlogs, then you would know we were redoing our youngest daughter's bedroom. She hadn't had her room redecorated since she was like 3 or 4, and she's 11. But it wasn't because I didn't want to. She wasn't ready to change it, but she's ready to change it now and is actually finished. So if all goes as planned, her room tour, like her final decor room tour, will be up on Wednesday of this week. So make sure that you stay tuned for that if you've been interested to see like what we're doing and how we finished it up and everything. That'll be up, I think, on Wednesday. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and let's get into cleaning the kitchen.
I find it hard to read you. You never say what's on your mind, yeah. I'm going crazy all over you. Just for a second, can you try? Every time you've been calling, saying this is what I want, then you ghost for a week and leave me hanging all alone. Push me back, pull me in, and the other way around. Pull me in, push me back. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Can someone set me free? What do you want? What do you want? Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, ooh.
to vacuum really, really bad. I have not vacuumed in here in a few days, and there's guinea pig hay and a bunch of junk on the floor. But I did get most of the dishes in the dishwasher. The only thing left that did not fit is that little cup and those few things there, and I would hand wash them if I had time, but I don't have time right now, so I'm gonna leave it the way that it is. Something done is better than nothing done. Okay, so it's kind of a mess outside right now, but I wanted to show you guys the patio umbrella mesh has made a return this year. Ignore the weed spray. I got this thing last year on Amazon, and I love it because we spent so much time out here last year, especially at lunchtime. Me and the girls would eat lunch out here almost every single day, and it was so nice because it keeps out most of the bugs. I'm not going to say there aren't any bugs that can get through, but for the most part you're not going to be swarmed with mosquitoes and flies and stuff, which is really nice. It's actually designed to put water in the bottom, but we don't do that. We just kind of leave it free flowing at the bottom. So my husband put that up yesterday. He's kind of in progress of like working on the yard. He's been spraying for mosquitoes. They've been really bad so far this year, and trying to weed, like seed the yard and get rid of weeds, because like 90% of our green grass stuff is weeds. So he's been spraying for weeds, but that's the status of that. I have something that just came in from Amazon I want to show you guys, and you will see this probably in my pre-vacation haul that I'm planning. We did actually book a vacation. I talked about that a couple times this year, how since we're not going to Disney, we were trying to make sure we went somewhere else, since we haven't been anywhere as a family since 2019. And I bought this. I've been picking up things already for our trip, even though our trip is not until October, so technically it's not a summer vacation. But I did pick this, and I am not telling you why, but when I film that video you'll know why. But apparently when you have a magnetic door screen, you have to look really surprised about it, and you have to pop out and say, I can just picture her saying, ta-da, I popped out of my magnetic door screen. But anyway, heavy duty mesh, pet friendly. It connects to any door opening. It's supposed to be easy to install with no damage. So anyway, that is what just came in. I'm really excited about, and like I said, you all should be seeing this in the pre-vacation haul. It'll be around not till September or probably October, but still, stuff's already starting to come in, and I am pretty excited about it. Okay, project number one. And I did a video about this last spring or summer. We did an entire garage reorganization. My husband built all of these like custom shelves, and I had to make more room for more totes. That's basically what the main project was in here. Pretty much all this stuff I think was already here. This is all donations that I'm going to be taking in a few weeks to an animal shelter, so ignore this. But once this is gone, this section's pretty much clean. And then I added this tote and these 3 totes and those 2 totes. So the stuff that was there, I had to find room to put somewhere else. So it doesn't look like much. It's not that exciting, but it has made a huge difference in where this stuff came from in the house that I want to keep. And it was a big project. So that is the first project that I've been working on. We still have a little bit more work to do, like with his workbench. That's mostly him, just reorganizing it. But that was the first project that really was, like I said, really important to do, because a lot of the stuff that was in the house in the playroom didn't have anywhere to go, because I did not have room to put it until I made room out here. But if you guys want to see my garage video I did last spring, that, you know, where he built all this stuff, I'll link it for you guys below. But this has made so much storage space in here, and I could even make more. If I double stack these over here, I could put 3 more of these right there. So that's always an option if I need to. Okay, it is 5:24, and we got back from running errands with my mom. We just had dinner, and I didn't get a chance to work out yet, because by the time we got back, it was pretty much time to eat. We eat dinner really early, like around 4. So me and the girls had dinner, and I just cleaned up after that. My oldest daughter had unloaded the dishwasher, and we reloaded it with all the dirty dishes from dinner and those ones that were still laying out this morning. So a few more dishes, it'll be ready to start and run again. But I went ahead and finished putting up all that, and then wiped down the counters. I'm going to vacuum really quick. I have 2 loads of laundry that I really need to fold, and I told you guys I was going to show you those projects that I've been working on. But since it's almost 5:30 and it's getting to the point where it's like I'm wanting to not work out today, then I don't want to do anything else and make it any less likely that I'm going to work out. So I'm going to go ahead and vacuum really quick, because that obviously needs to be done, and then I'm going to work out. Okay, vacuuming is done and the kitchen is clean. That little paper towel over there, I just have some flowers drying out that my daughter picked for me on a walk, so I'm hoping those will dry out and I'll probably press them or something, but pretty pleased with how the kitchen is looking. I could have mopped, but I didn't. And see, this is the thing about, I just vacuumed and there's more hay in the floor. That's the bad thing about having a guinea pig. Their hay just, it's everywhere. It's kind of like, I don't know, it gets stuck on your socks and everything, but the kitchen is clean, so I'm gonna go upstairs and put on my workout clothes. Okay, it is 5:41 and I just got back downstairs after putting on my workout clothes. I have my little horn here that I pull my bangs back with, or like the front of my hair. Anyway, 4 ponytail holders and a headband because my hair is really heavy. But like I said, I was gonna show you guys those projects today, but I'm not going to because I'm gonna work out and I really need to. I keep saying I really need to right now, but I really need to right now because I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'm done for the day, and I'm not. But one thing I want to say that's been very encouraging the last few days is, if you guys know, I was sick. I had COVID, but that was in April and I didn't have it very bad, but I still obviously didn't work out for at least 2 weeks, and then I lost a lot of my endurance that way, and then just being sick, my body was just working overtime and it took a little while. So when I started working out again, I knew it was going to be a slow progression, but I had no idea how slow it was going to be. And I'm putting this in relative terms. I mean, it's only still been a month. So even if I was still having a lot of trouble a month later, that would not be abnormal. It's just really frustrating because I had just gotten to the point before I got sick, where I felt like I was coming out of another slump that I had been in, and then I got sick, and so then I was in another slump plus some. So these past few days, I've had really good workouts. My stamina has been really good, and it's just been really encouraging. And I keep thinking about the movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back. This is how Becky got her groove back. I really feel like that maybe I'm back in the swing of things. I've had 3 really solid workouts in a row just the last few days. Of course, today will be another one, which hopefully will be a good one. And if I keep up today and tomorrow, it'll be the first time I've worked out 5 consecutive days in a long time. So really exciting, really excited, encouraged about that. And I just think it's funny. I always think about that. I've never even seen that movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, but I always think about that, and I use that a lot in like just terminology in my life when somebody has been like in a slump and then they get out of it. I'm like, oh, did you get your groove back? You know, it's kind of what I think. It's a couple things that I think have been really helpful when getting back into my workout routine, trying to be more motivated, trying to be, you know, put more effort behind my workouts, is these little earbuds. I showed these in a vlog a few weeks ago, and they're not the best quality. I don't think they're bad, but I'm not like a techie snob, so I don't think they're bad. My husband made fun of them. I just need something to put in my ears so that the music I have on my phone, I have a workout playlist, which also I recommend for just music that I use for working out, stuff that's gonna motivate me. Having it in my ears, it makes it louder, and it makes it, not that I'm like deafening myself, but it makes it louder than just playing it from the TV. Or my phone. It makes it more motivating for me. I get a lot more into it. And for me, it also helps me not be as distracted, because normally I'm like exercising and I'm doing this. I'm like, oh, I gotta remember this. And then I go and like write down something, or I go email myself something to remember. And that's very distracting in my workouts. And I seem like I'm able to focus better when I have these in. Also, I have found 2, maybe 3 new channels. I haven't done the 3rd channel yet, but 2 new channels that I have found to work out with. Pam Reef, I think it is R-E-I-F. And the other lady, I cannot remember her name. I will try to remember. I'll link those 2 down for you below. But just having a new set of workouts, new instructors, that's really helpful as well. So I highly recommend those things. Making a workout playlist on your Apple Music or Spotify or whatever you have, that's really helpful. Earbuds, really helpful. And then not just changing up your workouts, because that's really important too, but also changing up instructors has been really helpful for me. So that may be helpful for you guys too. So those are 3 things that I have done that I think have helped in this like remotivation with my exercise and stuff, but just in general, my health, feeling like I'm actually able to now do more workouts that I was doing before I got sick, has been really encouraging. Hey guys, it's the next day and it's 11:28, and I'm very proud of myself because I have gotten a lot done already. I got up early around 7:20, so for me that's early. And I got all the bills paid, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it takes me at least, I don't know, a good 45 minutes to an hour to pay all the bills, because I'm a nerd and I have spreadsheets for everything. So not only do I pay the bills, but then I record it on the spreadsheet and the confirmation number. So it takes a while. I paid all the bills, and I also, this is a huge deal, got the checkbook balanced. I still balance my checkbook because, again, I'm a huge nerd, and you know, we have a debit card. Both of us have debit cards, and I keep track of our transactions in a check register. So I like to balance the checkbook every month and make sure that, you know, everything's okay. But again, that takes usually at least 45 minutes to an hour, because there's usually like 7, 8, 9 pages of transactions. But I got all that done, and it balanced the first time, which was a miracle, because I'm the one, like the type person that likes to balance it to the penny. And so I have spent sometimes multiple hours over the course of several days trying to figure out where things are. Because sometimes, even though it looks like it's a penny, it's really not just a penny. But one thing I noticed when I was balancing my checkbook is when we had to pay our taxes back in March, we owed for state and for federal, because all of my money is untaxed that I make with YouTube all year long. So I have to claim that, and I owed for state and federal cashed the check that I paid to them really quickly, like within that first month. But our state Department of Revenue has not cashed that check that was written back in March. And I knew it hadn't come through in April, and I was like, well, maybe they're just waiting a while. But now that it's May, I'm getting a little concerned that maybe they didn't even get it. And then if they didn't get it, they're gonna think I didn't pay it. So I'm gonna have to call them at some point, which I have a feeling is gonna be a debacle too, because getting in touch with anybody at any type of government office and getting a good straight answer is probably not very likely. But that's something I'm gonna have to add to my to-do list. But one reason why I'm really glad that I got all that done this morning, because I need to work on the kitchen table. I'll show you when I get back home. I'm getting ready to go get lunch, which is why I'm in the car. But after lunch, I need to touch up our kitchen table. I chalk painted it last year, and it's still holding up really well, but where I had done some touch-ups, and then I guess I didn't shake up the clear coat, top coat as good as I should have, because you can see where I've touched up with top coat. So I think it's just gonna be best to go ahead and just re-top coat the whole top of the table, which is not a huge deal. It'll take me literally, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, unless something horrible goes disastrously wrong. But that's the plan after lunch. So then I also, when I get back, I have to get my youngest started on her schoolwork. We're on summer break, but I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago in a video about, like, we're still doing a little bit of work over the summer with both girls, my youngest especially, to make sure that she doesn't forget any key concepts that she's already learned, or maybe work on some things she needs extra practice on. I shared that video, so I'll link it for you in the description box. But I usually, like that morning or early afternoon, I go over any corrections with her, and then I'll give her the day's work for that day. So super light stuff, not a lot of work. Usually it works out to be about 4 or 5 worksheets, and then reading 20 minutes, but it's not that much stuff. And today is my oldest daughter's last day of school. It's her last day of homeschool, and it's her last day of college. She already had her 2 finals a few days ago. She passed already both classes, so that's super exciting. So she is really excited that today's her last official day of school. And I asked her, I was like, over the summer, you're probably gonna wanna do some math, because whatever you can get done over the summer is less work you have to do in the fall when you have 3 college classes, and then in the spring you'll have 4. So I don't know yet if I'm going to make her do that, but I definitely, for math, but I definitely think at least her civics book and stuff she should be reading over the summer, because there's no reason to wait and stack all that stuff up in the fall when you can take a little bit of time during the summer here and there. Not even every day, but even if you want to do it every day, it takes maybe most of an hour out of your time, but it's going to save her a lot of headache in the fall and spring of next school year. So I'm happy for her. I'm excited for her. I am excited for us that now finally she is going to be on the same schedule as my youngest daughter, because my youngest daughter's school year ended a few weeks ago, and so she's just been kind of like, I don't know, it's been kind of like 2 separate worlds. So now we can actually kind of combine our worlds again and kind of be all on the same schedule. So it's 11:34. I'm off to get lunch, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, we just got back from taking Loki for a walk and having lunch. It is 1:15. So I'll move the table out of the way. I'm gonna vacuum the rug and then roll it up, vacuum under where it was. I know there's a ton of crumbs, so just don't judge when you see that. I'll mop it, let it dry, put the rug back, put the table back, and then I'll clear coat it.
Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack, words that we can't take back.
So one cleaning project usually leads to another. While the table is out of the way, it makes the most sense to go ahead and also wipe down the light fixture, so I'm gonna do that.
An endless fight like every night, it still feels right. Even the words can sting, I wanna change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time, it still feels right. Sitting there by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay. We just made it through, and I love the way I feel for you. Baby, you make me lose my mind like all the time, it still feels.
Okay, change of plans, or temporary delay in plans. You guys know how I told you that the state had not received our tax return. So I called the tax people that did our taxes first, and I told them that that had happened. And he said, oh, it's no worry, that's okay, and they'll probably get around to it. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So I called the Kentucky Department of Revenue, and she said they never received our return at all. And I mailed it back in March 19th to be exact. Which very much concerns me, because I can stop payment on the check, which is what I'm gonna do. But the fact that our tax return is floating around somewhere really upsets me, because it's got my social, my husband's social, our girls' socials, our address, our income, I mean everything in that. And we even went to the post office to mail it to make sure that it had proper postage, so like it wasn't gonna be delayed or any problem that way. And trying to be good and pay my taxes early, paid them in March as soon as we got our taxes done. It's May, and the deadline is, as I'm filming this, in 10 days. That's not as upsetting to me as the fact that my personal information, our personal information, all of our information is floating around out there somewhere. So I've got to go to the bank, I've got to go in the bank like this, and stop payment on that check because they can't do it through the drive-through over the phone. And then I have to go back and call my tax people, and I told her that I was going to e-file because that's quicker, and I don't want to take a chance on any more delays between waiting for my tax people to print the papers, picking up the papers, sign the papers, mail the papers. You know, that's going to take a lot of time, and that is definitely delaying the day because I was waiting for the floor to dry. That's why I called these people while I was waiting for the floor to dry, trying to be all like productive and multitasking and stuff. And then now I have to leave the table where it is, go put some clothes on, and run to the bank and at least stop payment on that check. And then I'm waiting for the tax lady to call me back to ask her on her end, how do I go ahead and e-file at this point? So I'm still having to pay the money to e-file, which is the reason I didn't do it to begin with, was to save that money, and here I am paying it anyway. So note to myself, and maybe you, like I said, it may not be any better to e-file because people can still hack stuff and get your information, but at least it's not a physical copy laying around somewhere. I can just picture it in my mind, like it's laying somewhere, it's lost somewhere, it's shoved somewhere, somebody has it, and one of these days it's gonna probably pop up somewhere, somebody's gonna, you know, I don't know. So anyway, that is definitely a delay in the day, and it's gonna throw off the rest of the day as far as like painting the table and stuff, because it's already 2, so by the time I get home from that, and then I've got to work on the table, it's just gonna throw everything off. But anyway, that is the update for that. The table's gonna have to wait, but I thought I would fill you guys in and let you know what is happening. Okay, I just got back. It's 2:55. So far, I think everything's taken care of with the tax situation. I went to the bank. I paid $33 to stop this check, which is annoying, because I guess you're paying for the fact that you put that information in their system and they'll stop it if it ever gets anywhere. But it's just kind of annoying to pay $33 for something that right now in the world of checks and money doesn't even exist. So paid that. I've got to pay the e-file fee. The lady at the tax place just called back and she said she's going to e-file my stuff and that should be taken care of with that. So as far as I know, that's taken care of. So that's been a fun twist in today, but I am determined to get this table done. even though it's 3 and we usually eat at 4 and I've got to exercise first. So at some point I need to start fixing dinner, but I'm gonna paint that table first and then I will start the green beans. I usually let them cook for about an hour and then we're having grilled chickens. That'll be fairly quick to make once the beans are done. So that is the plan, that is what's happened, that's the update.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can someone set me free? What do you want? What do you want? Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, ooh, la, I think I can see clear now. Maybe you're scared of getting hurt, but if you sit down and allow.
Hey, the table's all done, it's all dry, and it looks really good. I was worried because me being the perfectionist that I am, I was basically just trying to cover up a little spot on that corner that didn't match. So I redid the whole top and I thought, watch me ruin this entire table over just a tiny little spot. So thank goodness, everything looks good, it looks shiny, it looks smooth, you can't see the little spot that was there originally, and it looks really good. So that is one project checked off the list. Hey guys, it's the next day. It's actually 5:30. My husband and my youngest went skating. My oldest didn't want to go, so she stayed here. And I just filmed 4 videos for you guys. I did 2 homeschooling videos, a decluttering video, and a parenting video. So quite the variety there. So I can take the time over the next few days and week or so to edit those and get those up for you all. I'm going to take you now and actually show you those projects that I've been telling you over the last few days I was going to show you that I had worked on and gotten done over the last few days. I'm going to go show you guys that right now. Okay, so this is one of the projects that I was working on, and it's not fancy by any means, but it's organized and everything has a place, and a lot of stuff that was in here has been packed away in the garage project that I showed you a few days ago. So some of the stuff that was in the garage that I had to make room for was all up here. Bags of like Barbies and things that I wanted to keep for grandchildren, hopefully. So all that stuff was there. So that when I got rid of that, actually 2 of these shelves were full of those type of things. So when I was able to pack those away in the garage, it freed up a lot more space. So we just have less things than we did. We have a karaoke machine, some Legos and some things, some sewing things, Halloween buckets, and some extra kind of oversized dress up costume stuff. And then the rest of the costume stuff was already here, but it was all kind of jammed over in that section because we had that wire rack that I showed you that was from IKEA that I took apart. It was right here and took up like all this space. So all the stuff that was in it is also packed away, which left room to hang and spread out some more of the dress up costume type stuff. And then left us some room down here. We have, you guys, these are all stuffed animals. And I say overstock stuffed animals. These are in addition to the stuffed animals the girls have in their rooms. I know it's crazy. I know it's nuts. I know I would have a lot more room in here if I didn't have those. But I've talked to you guys before in previous videos about how hard it is to get rid of stuffed animals. And we have gotten rid of some, but we just have not gotten rid of enough. So all these are stuffed animals. We have a little bag of tiny little stuffed animals there. And then everything just has a little bit of breathing room. We even decluttered some of the games. So like we don't have any of the puzzles or anything in here we used to have. So that is one of the projects that I was working on the last few days. And that's why I said this project was so intertwined with the garage project, because I had to get the garage straightened up so I would have room to put the stuff that I was taking out of here. Okay, another project that does not look fancy, but is a lot better than it was, is this cabinet at the end of the hallway. This is where I keep like extra blankets and out of season sheets and things like that. And so it was like stacked all the way up here, so much so that it was getting in the way where these drawers weren't closing. So I got some space savers. I do see that it looks like some air has gotten in, but it's still okay. Those are the king size plush sheets for my husband and my bed, and also our winter blanket. So those are things I don't need to access very often. So I went ahead and put them in those bags and put them over there. My youngest daughter's giant sleeping bag. And then these are all like things that I'm not gonna be using for a long time. So like extra curtains, have the girls' old storage bean bags in there. So I air vacuumed everything, air sealed everything so that it would fit nicely. I am kind of annoyed that there is air getting in those, but I'm pretty sure that happens with all of them. I don't care what brand you get and where you get them from. At some point, they will let air back in, but the Space Saver brand, they do have a lifetime guarantee, and I have gotten them replaced before, different ones. So I might try sucking them again, and if the air comes back in them, then I'll have to contact them. But still, they do still fit, and I think they're still protected in here. It's not like they're like in a garage or anything where they're gonna get wet or bugs. But it's just kind of annoying because those space bag type things are not cheap, and I don't think any of them work any better than any of the others, honestly. But that's a project that was not top priority, but getting it done makes me feel a lot better because it was just a mess. So that is another thing that I got done in the last few days. So everything finally came in that I was waiting for to show you guys. This is kind of a collective haul from Amazon and Target. Target was doing their big thing they do quite often where it's like you spend $20 and you get a $5 gift card back in whatever category. This time it happened to be like beauty and personal care. And then Amazon, I've noticed, has been really competitive. So whenever Target is doing a deal like that, Amazon tends to like take $5 off just immediately, which they were doing. So most of this stuff came from Target, but a couple of them did come from Amazon because it was a better deal to get the $5 off instantly in certain cases than it was to get the gift card. But the nice thing about the Target gift card is once you get the $5 gift card, you can just keep rolling it into the next transaction. So you earn it, you spend it, you earn it, you spend it, and kind of so on and so forth. So that's still kind of my like old couponing days coming back. But I got quite a bit of stuff stocking up on things that we always need, always use. So I try to catch it when it's on sale or there's a gift card offer or something like that. So I got 2 of the 2 packs of my husband and my toothpaste. That was Target. I also got 2 of our shampoos. My husband uses a different one. Me and the girls usually use this, or sometimes I get them something different. They like this one better. It does have sulfates, but at least it doesn't have dyes, parabens, or phthalates. So I got 2 of those. 2 things of these Venus. These are like the really fancy schmancy ones that have like the gel stuff around them. They're so expensive and it's so stupid. But it was a decent deal for what it is with the promotion that was going on. I will say, however, though, I did just sign up for my first Billy razor. If you guys have heard about that, it's like a razor subscription club thing. If it's any good, it is a big savings. So I'm kind of curious to see if it's going to work. My legs are very, very sensitive. They do not like to be shaved. And I usually get like itchy bumps and just all kinds of stuff. So they say the Billy razor doesn't give you razor burn. We will see. But anyway, I got these 2 before I ordered the Billy thing. So we'll see. But I have those. I also got the Burt's Bees cleansing oil. I've actually used it a few times. I use a lot of their skincare products and I really love them. So I'd never tried the cleansing oil and it actually works really, really well. It's a little messy, but it works really well. So I got that. And then I got another of my Burt's Bees calming toner. I just use this after I've washed my face to make sure I get off all the makeup and stuff before I put on my skincare. So I got another one of those. I got 4 packs of these, 4 packs of the Venus Simply 3 Sensitive. I like these too. As far as like a more basic razor, I like these okay, and my husband uses these as well. I also picked this up because I'd heard it was a dupe for the It Cosmetics CC cream. So we'll see. But if it is, it's like $14 versus the CC cream, which I don't even know how much it is, but I guarantee you it's not $14. So I'm going to try this first and see what I think about it. And then I also picked up another of one of my favorite mascaras. I use 2 mascaras every day. I use the Maybelline Falsies first, and then I use the Maybelline Plush mascara on top of that. I really like that combination, and so I picked up another one of those. And then I'm trying to think, this was Target, I believe. The soap was Target. I got another pack of soap from my husband. And then Amazon, well, one of these was from Amazon, and then also from Amazon, I got 2 more sunscreens because we did finally, I bought one a couple weeks ago, but we did finally book a vacation, a beach vacation, not till October, but it was a good time to go ahead and get sunscreen because obviously we're going to need it whether we go on vacation or not, but we need extra if we're going on vacation somewhere sunny, and it doesn't expire until June of 2022, so buying it now was a good idea when it was on sale and there was a gift card, or actually this was the instant $5 off. And then my oldest daughter really likes this lotion. I got her one for Easter and she had just run out, so I picked her up another one. I used to be able to get it at Target and our Target doesn't have it anymore, so this came from Amazon. So that is everything I've been hoarding in my closet over the last couple days with Target drive-ups and Amazon orders coming in to show you guys. So I don't know if the promotion's still going on. It's probably not, but just be watching for that because usually Target does that several times a year. And then also note, if Target is doing it, check Amazon because usually they have some kind of offer that's like almost exactly the same or maybe sometimes a little bit better because you know Amazon, they will not be outdone by anybody. So check into that, and that's my haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed spending another week with me and seeing a little bit of what I've been up to these last few days with like projects and getting things done. Even painting this table was something that was on my list, but it's one of those like little jobs that you think, oh, I'll do that later, it won't take very long, but then you never get around to it. So I feel really good about the progress that I've made in the last few days, but really this year I've gotten a lot of projects done, all while we're waiting for our new couch to get here. We ordered it in January. If you guys don't know, we ordered a new couch for our living room, like a sectional, and our other couch sold so quickly, and we had no idea that it was gonna take so long to get our new sectional in. So we sold our old couch in January, ordered our new couch in January, and here it is May, and it's still not in yet. So that's kind of like why I've had so much time to do all these little projects while I'm waiting for the couch to get here, and then I'll turn my focus back onto like sprucing up and freshening up the living room, and then of course getting new carpet all throughout the house. So that is the plan for what's coming up here. Supposedly the next few weeks the couch will be here, so I'm trying to get as many little projects done as I can, or projects in general, while we're waiting for the couch to get here. So hope you enjoyed spending this week with me and seeing a little bit of what I've been up to. If you like these weekly vlogs, please make sure you give this one a thumbs up and leave me a comment. That really helps me out with my channel. Anytime you guys watch, if you want to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, even if it's just some kind of emoji, that really helps me because it shows YouTube that people are liking the videos and watching the videos, and that helps me to get out to more people. So that's really, really helpful if you guys don't mind. Also make sure if you are not already that you subscribe before you head out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.